Hello, this is question 6 on your June 2018 paper 1 from Edexcel. It's the A-level paper, yeah, despite it's a circle question, which is a year 12 topic. So the circle C has center A, which coordinates 7, 5. Line L with equation this one is tangent to the circle at point P. So that an equation for the line PA is 2y plus x equals 17. So line PA is this line here. We are looking for this line, PA. We know that PA, so the tangent to a circle and the radius at that point are perpendicular. I know my drawing doesn't look very perpendicular, but they are perpendicular. So the gradient of this line is 2. The gradient of this line is 2, which means the gradient of this line is going to be negative reciprocal. And we know one point, which is the 7, 5. Yeah, so the line of that radius is going to be y minus the y of the point, 5. Yeah, this is the point. Is going to be equal to the gradient minus 1/2 x minus the x of the point, which is 7, x minus 7. And we have to just expand the brackets and multiply and reorganize, so it looks like this one. So I'm going to multiply everything by 2. I have 2y minus 10 is going to be minus x plus 7. So 2y plus x equals 17. Then is what we have to find. That's the first part. Then find an equation for C. We need to find the equation of the circle, and we have the center, we need the radius. The radius is going to be the distance between A and P, so we can find P. And to find P, for example, we can find the intersection between the line, and I would say we don't have the equation of the circle, but we have this other line. So P is the intersection between this line and this line. Yeah. So solving simultaneous equations, we are going to find that point. So 2x plus 1 is the tangent, and the one that we just found, which is the radius or the normal. So we solve simultaneous equations. We can, for example, substitute this y here, and then I have 2y. Instead of y, I have 2x plus 1 plus x is 17. Expand the brackets, so 4x plus 2 plus x is 17. And from here I have 5x is 15, which means that x is 15 divided by 5, which is 3. That's the x coordinate. The y coordinate, I can find it from here. Yeah, either we are going to get the same answer, but either. So to find y, I'm going to do y equal 2 times 3 plus 1, which is 7. So my point P is going to be the 3, 7. This is this point, and I have this point. So the radius is going to be the distance between them. So PA, the magnitude of PA, or the distance between PA. So PA, magnitude, is going to be the square root of the difference in x. So 7 minus 3 squared. So I'm going to remind you, 3, what do we say? P is 3, 7, and A is 7, 5, no? 7, 5, yeah, exactly. So distance is going to be 7 minus 3 squared, so 4 squared, plus 5 minus 7, which is minus 2 squared. I'm going to write 2 squared. This is going to be root 20. I'm not going to simplify because the equation of the circle needs the squared. So x minus the x of the center, 7 squared, plus y minus the y of the center, 5 squared, is going to be radius squared, so 20. And this is the equation of the circle. We don't need to expand brackets or anything because they don't ask us to write in any particular way. Yeah. Then the line with equation y equals 2x plus k, when with k different than 1, is also tangent to C. So you see that this has the same gradient than this one, which means is a parallel line that is tangent. So it's going to be this one here. Yeah, that's the second line. parallel to the other one because it has the same gradient. So this one is y2x plus k. And we need to find the value of constant k. There are a few ways of doing this. So we can use, I would say the easiest, I would say is find this point, because we know the gradient, so we just need to find this point and substitute in the equation to find k. This point, let's call it q, for example. This point, we can find it making this the midpoint, for example, using vectors, and I think that's what you have in as main answer in the mark scheme. So you are saying that OA, just using vectors, so OA plus AQ is going to be OQ, and that way we can find OQ. Yeah, so OQ is OA plus AQ. We don't know AQ because we don't know Q, but we know that it's equal to PA. Yeah, so what we can do is say that OQ is going to be equal to OA plus PA. Yeah, vectors, we can work with the vectors. And then OQ will give us the coordinates of Q. That's one way, and the way that I would recommend you is use this as a midpoint between these two. Or you could even try to find the intersection between this circle and this line, and you will find two points of intersection. But it becomes very long because you have the equation of the circle and a point in terms of k, so you cannot simplify many things and it becomes super, super long. So let's make A the center, the midpoint between, let's call point Q, for example, coordinates AB. And I know that A, which is the center of the circle, is going to be the midpoint between these two. If it's the midpoint, it's going to be the average between them. Yeah, remember the midpoint is I add the x component, divide by 2, I add the y component, divide by 2. Yeah, so I'm finding the midpoint between this one and make it equal to this one. So from here I have that 7 is a plus 3 divided by 2, which means a is 14 minus 3, which is 11, and the other component will be 5 is b plus 7 divided by 2. That means is 10 minus 7, 3. So b is 3. So point Q is 11, 3. And now that I have the point, I just going to make this line passing that point. Yeah, so Q has to satisfy the equation of this line. So if my line is y equal to x plus k, substituting, I have that 3 is going to be 2 times 11 plus k. Therefore, k is 3 minus 22 minus 19. Yeah, and that's the value of k. And that's all with this question. You don't have to do, you only have to find the constant. Yeah, that's all.